The brain's four lobes, how they work, and how meditation supports the frontal lobe. The human brain is an extraordinary organ made up of specialized regions that govern everything from basic sensations to the most complex thoughts. Among its many intricate structures, the four main lobes, frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital, serve as essential hubs of function and communication. These lobes don't work in isolation. Instead, they form a dynamic network that allows us to think, feel, move, sense, remember, and respond to the world around us. 1. Frontal lobe, the center of conscious thought. Location, front part of the brain, just behind the forehead. Functions, decision-making and problem-solving, planning and goal-setting, emotional regulation and personality expression, voluntary motor control via the motor cortex, speech production, Broca's area, usually in the left hemisphere. The frontal lobe plays a central role in who we are and how we behave. It governs our executive functions, those high-level abilities that let us plan, reflect, manage emotions, and control impulses. It also controls physical movement and speech output, making it essential for both internal reasoning and outward expression. 2. Parietal lobe, processing the physical world. Location, behind the frontal lobe, at the top and middle of the brain. Functions, interpreting sensory input, touch, temperature, pain. Spatial awareness and navigation, coordinating hand-eye movements, understanding numbers and manipulating objects. The parietal lobe allows us to make sense of the physical world. It takes in raw sensory data and helps us identify textures, locate ourselves in space, and perform tasks like reaching, grasping, or calculating. Without it, everyday actions like tying shoelaces or using utensils would be challenging. 3. Temporal lobe, sound, memory, and emotion. Location, side of the brain near the temples and ears. Functions, auditory processing, hearing. Language comprehension, Wernicke's area, usually on the left. Memory formation, hippocampus. Emotional processing and facial recognition. The temporal lobe is our brain's storyteller. It decodes sound, helps us understand speech, stores experiences as memories, and recognizes emotional cues in others. It's the lobe where memory and meaning intersect, allowing us not only to hear and understand, but to remember and feel. 4. Occipital lobe, vision and visual understanding. Location, at the back of the brain. Functions, visual processing, interpreting light, color, shape, motion. Recognizing objects, faces, and visual memory. The occipital lobe is like the brain's camera lens. It receives visual signals from the eyes and interprets them, turning light into meaningful images. This region is fundamental for recognizing faces, reading, and navigating the visual world. Meditation and the frontal lobe, a natural boost. Among these four regions, the frontal lobe is particularly responsive to meditation. Research from institutions like UCLA and Harvard has shown that consistent mindfulness or meditative practices can enhance frontal lobe function in powerful ways. Improve focus. Meditation activates the prefrontal cortex, boosting sustained attention and reducing distractions. Emotional regulation. Practicing mindfulness helps manage reactions and reduces stress, anxiety, and impulsivity. Stronger decision-making. Meditation cultivates cognitive flexibility, enhancing our ability to reflect and choose thoughtfully. Increased gray matter. Long-term meditators show more gray matter in the frontal regions, linked to memory, reasoning, and planning. Better executive function. Daily mindfulness boosts productivity, goal setting, and problem solving. Even a short daily practice of 10 to 20 minutes can have lasting benefits on mental clarity, emotional balance, and self-awareness, all of which are rooted in a healthy, well-functioning frontal lobe. In summary, each lobe of the brain contributes uniquely to the human experience, from sensing the world and forming memories to speaking and making choices. But the frontal lobe, as the seat of self-control, planning, and insight, plays a crucial role in shaping our conscious lives. With tools like meditation, we can actively support and strengthen this vital region, helping ourselves age gracefully, think clearly, and live more intentionally.